Let's bring in Gadi Adelman, joining us via Skype. He's a counterterrorism analyst and advisor. Gadi, there have been at least 4 attacks on Christian targets in Burkina Faso over the past 4 weeks. Who are the jihadist groups behind this?
Well, it would definitely be both Al-Qaeda and or ISIS. You know, this is not a new problem, as I'm sure you're well aware, and it goes far beyond just the last 4 weeks. I went back and researched today, knowing that we were going to discuss this, and I found the first article that I had written on this subject, specifically about Niger at the time, was in April of 2010. I had written an article, no big deal, just some people in Africa. And this has been going on from, you know, as you mentioned, Burkina Faso, Niger, Senegal, Cape Verde, Guinea, Ivory Coast, Togo, Mali. This is going on, as we've discussed before, all throughout West Africa.
What's the agenda here? What is the ultimate end goal for these Islamic jihadist groups?
Well, these are attacks on Christians, you know, and it should not come as a surprise to people that when you're dealing with an organization such as Al-Qaeda or ISIS or Boko Haram or any of these Islamist organizations, when they are willing to slaughter other Muslims because they don't adhere to their sect of Islam, why is it a surprise when we see it happening to Jews and or, in this case, Christians?
And it's interesting, though, because the majority of the population in Burkina Faso is, in fact, Muslim. 60% of them are Muslims. And now this is a big concern in neighboring Ghana, where the majority of the population is Christian. What can authorities be doing to tackle this, Gadi?
Well, for starters, and you just mentioned, the border between those two nations is really not even a fence. So you have people coming across that border that are creating this issue. And, you know, as far as what communities can do, and it really is going to be up to the government, whether they send in more police or whether they use the military, they have got to do more than what is being done, because right now you just have panic. Who in their right mind that lives in one of these countries is going to say to themselves, hey, let's go to church today, knowing that their church may very well be next? And
Right.
There have been proposals to install body scanners at the entrance. This is not going to help when one of the last cases was a drive-by where, you know, up to 10 Catholics were killed, including a priest.
Gadi, thank you for breaking it down for us, Gadi Adelman.